This is The Joe Gaither Show on BamaCentral.com.
Good morning, Tuscaloosa. Good morning, Tuscaloosa, Internet World, West Alabama. How are we doing today on a Friday? It is the Joe Gaither Show on Bama Central, BamaCentral.com. On a Friday, you're watching us on the Bama Central YouTube channel, listening to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, wherever you get your podcasts. You can find the Joe Gaither Show on Bama Central. We're going to have a lot of fun today. Hopefully a lot of fun today right here in the Derek Daniels State Farm Studios. Got my man Mason Woods jumping in and joining us. You can follow Mason Woods at MAWoods_ on the Twitter machine. We're going to be talking all kinds of football action. Last night's Jalen Milroe NFL preseason debut. Tomorrow's Alabama football scrimmage, first scrimmage of fall camp. We'll talk about Texas Tech. We'll talk all kinds of football items and related issues today on the Joe Gaither Show. We invite you to jump in and join us on the comment section at Joe Gaither 6. You can find us right there. You can find us at MA Woods. You can find us at Bama Central. We're gonna have or leave us a voicemail at 205-462-740 extension 800. With that, we want to tell you that we're proudly sponsored by Derek Daniel State Farm. You can call Derek for all of your insurance needs at 205-758-3391. Like a good neighbor, Derek Daniel is there. Call for all your home, life, auto insurance needs, renters insurance needs. It's the move-in season in Tuscaloosa. And if you don't even have any sort of insurance, you need renters insurance. Call him at 205-758-3391. I do believe he is still on his search to hire 2 employees. So if you are wanting to get out of your job and into a new job, or if you don't have a job and you want to get into the insurance world, you can get in by calling him at 205-758-3391. With that, Mason Woods, good morning. How we doing? Is that a Grateful Dead hat?
No, I don't even know what it is. I just thought it was cool. It's just got some skeletons on it. Thought it was a cool hat. It does kind of look like that though. Doing good this morning. I'm now that I'm sitting here scrolling through Twitter and I'm seeing something that I'm not super happy about here. I'm not surprised to see this, but yet again, we're getting another year of Tom Brady as the lead anchor or the lead announcer for Fox. They're just depriving us of Greg Olsen, and that makes me upset because Greg Olsen's actually really good at this job and does a great job on the broadcast when you listen to him. Tom Brady is just really okay. He's not bad, but he really doesn't add anything. It doesn't really add anything for me to the broadcast. So yeah, I get why obviously they paid him however much money it was, but I'm just annoyed to see him going to be on prime time again this year.
Yeah, Greg Olsen, former great Chicago Bear, was very good at that.
Yeah, he was. He's also just way funnier than Tom. Tom Brady is just not funny. Tom Brady has the personality of a bottle of
communicated the game very effectively.
I think he does a much better job of communicating it to guys like you and me than Tom Brady does.
Right. So, all right. Boo.
But whatever. I'll be mad about that until we're a few weeks into the season. I forget that I'm mad about it because I'm not really watching Fox that closely anyway.
The Bears aren't on the main, usually aren't on the main Fox game.
Titans are on CBS anyway. So.
Right. So we'll be good. It'll be no problem. What you want to get into? We want to start with either Jalen Milroe's game last night for the Seahawks. A lot of Alabama guys were in action. That's kind of where we led you into yesterday before talking to Xavier Griffin and his mother. To find that interview with Xavier Griffin and his mother on all the platforms we mentioned about 2 minutes ago. We had a great time talking with them this week, and really, I feel like that was an insightful interview with the pair. So we talked a little about who was playing, so we can recircle back and do results if you want to talk about that. or we can dive right into Alabama's first scrimmage tomorrow. The Crimson Tide are going to be live in Bryant-Denny Stadium tomorrow. I'm going to try to break in and be all stealth mode. Wear some of that Ty Simpson camo up in the upper deck with my binoculars to try to see what we can get. No, I'm just kidding. I won't be doing that. I think that would quickly lose. I think that would quickly put me on a blacklist of never allowed to do anything again at the University of Alabama, despite graduating and still paying student loans there. I think that would put me on a blacklist, which is okay. We don't want to be on anybody's blacklist. Tomorrow's preseason scrimmage, Jalen Milroe or how much money Texas Tech has?
Let's start with Jalen Milroe. Thought he looked fine. That's it's really the best I can say about last night's performance. Thought he looked fine. Didn't really see a ton of remarkable improvement over what we saw at Alabama. I think his first 2 or 3 plays were a pretty good summation of the Jalen Milroe experience, where one of them was a handoff, was a pretty decent little short 4 or 5 yard completion, and the next pass was a near interception. So, he cleaned it up a little bit as the game went on. I don't recall seeing many other, nearly intercepted passes from him, but it was just a lot of short game, a lot of quick one read stuff. I didn't see him read a whole lot. He did have one nice run kind of late in the fourth quarter there. They were backed up in their own end zone. He pulled from his running back, gets to the outside, and takes it for about 35 yards or so, 25, 30 yards. But yeah, thought he was fine. I think you're probably going to see a lot of overreactions from people saying he looked good or he looked solid. Like, he didn't look good. He did not look really that solid. He just looked fine.
I'm trying to pull the stats. I think I saw it. It was 6 of 10. I'm trying to get confirmed. 6 of 10 for 60 something yards and 30 yards rushing. Let me confirm that it's finally acting right. Yeah. 6 of 10. Yes. 6 of 10, 61 yards. 3 carries, pulled down 3 carries for 38 yards. Had that one, as you said, 27-yard run. So he had the longest Seattle Seahawks rush of the night. And I largely agree with your assessment as fine. I might push it into a little bit one tick closer to good.
Sure.
Not good enough overall. No, he's playing second string behind Drew Lock, and
I forgot Drew Lock was even a person. And when he showed up on my screen last night, I was like, "Oh wow, that ain't ages."
You got to do the rap on the sideline.
That's immediately what came to mind.
I thought there was a few things that I thought, oh, that's good. Now, it seems like he's been coached. It seems like he's been coached very hard on get the dang ball out. Don't be sitting here patting the ball, patting the ball. And so yes, he was doing a lot of it was either my first read is 5 yards away or my check down is 5 yards away and I'm jumping straight to it.
Yep.
He did have a nice rollout where he got
to the right there. Yeah.
Where he did complete a pass into the second level. But I thought, okay, teeny improvement. Teeny, sure. Not a lot, but teeny improvement. You saw the athleticism there. He did really his first real play of action. He drops back and almost as soon as he hit the top of his drop back, said, "Nope, I'm gone." Went straight through the middle of the pocket.
There was a handful of those moments.
Yeah. So like, you be decisive at least. That's sure. Good. I mean, that's a good thing. I feel like that was especially towards the back half of the year that he fell into old ways of not being very decisive, not playing on time here at Alabama. But if you can get him to play on time, if you can, hey man, if you're at the top of your drop and you're confused, just go. Get us 4 yards. Don't roll out to the right or left, pat the ball, and get a 1 yard loss like we saw so many dang times. Pat the ball and then throw out of bounds and basically to avoid a sack, but you get no positive. Use your athleticism, tuck the ball, give me 4 yards at least. Keep us on schedule. I
think you saw last night the difference in speed from the college to the NFL game with him. A lot. A lot of those plays where in college he would have stepped up pocket and ran out for 8, 10, 15, 20 yards. Like you said, he's getting stopped for 3-4 yards now because the defensive line is snagging him by the ankle or something on his way out of the pocket. I definitely noticed that last night, that his speed, he's still fast. but it does not impact the game like it did at Alabama.
Yeah, still to me looked like the fastest player on the field, but the margin was not as wide.
Yes.
So good little debut for Jalen. 6 of 10, 61 yards.
I'll say this: if Cam Ward that line, we're talking about how good it was. So
Amazing. He's tonight, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
6:30, 7:30. You got it on local CBS, or you're gonna have to pirate it?
I like to spend my time on the high seas.
Mason Woods with the iPad. So we'll get aboard Mason Woods. But what the Titan Express One, or what are you naming your pirate ship? The Eddie George.
Oh, I don't know. That's a good one.
If it weren't Air McNair, if it were Air
McNair is good.
Sea Line, the Seafaring McNair. So we'll watch the Titans tonight. See if J.C. Latham gets any snaps. I doubt we'll probably get snaps. Probably not.
I don't think so. No. J.C. Latham, I think, probably maybe gets a series or two. They're expecting him to take a
board. I saw this take after Anthony Richardson got blown up. And now that's not the offensive line's fault. I saw this take. If you're going to play your starting quarterback, you need to play your starting offensive line for as long as as many series or as many snaps as the starting quarterback is out there. The starting offensive line needs to be out there. Once you move to the backup, number 3 quarterback, then you can start rotating in these practice squad offensive linemen.
Yeah, I don't do that. I think, if you have the opportunity to let the guy go out there with the ones, he's going to be there with the ones, so might as well just let him go out there with them now. So, yeah, I think we see some J.C. Latham, but Calvin Ridley I'm less sure about.
All right. Other action, Josh Jobe got himself an interception.
Yeah, he did.
And
I saw Darian Dalcourt getting on the field for the Ravens. That's about all I can say.
Jahad Campbell nearly got an interception.
Yeah.
Eli Ricks got a pass breakup last night. So good little action for night 1 of NFL preseason. If you are Robbie Hoots gets himself a reception and gets himself a really nice block on a touchdown run. Robbie Hoots, just a football player.
Yeah. You could say every time he did anything, how excited the sideline got for him. I think he has already ingratiated himself to the Seahawks community.
Yeah, Robbie Hoots is a player that I wish would have somehow, some way ended up on my Bears, just because he's that player that bottom end of the roster, probably 51, 48, 47 player on your roster, but glue guy and go-getter and, hey, coach, what you want me to do? Yep, gotcha.
Yeah, I think Robbie Hoots will have a long career in the NFL being exactly that.
Absolutely. So we'll watch the rest of preseason action the rest of the weekend and keep up with the Alabama action. I give Jalen Milroe, let's put him on a grade. 90 is way too high. 75 is maybe about right, but still hair low. I'll go 77.
I'd probably give him a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll go 77. He gets a C+, and he can take it home and say, okay, put it up. No, are you putting the 77 on your fridge?
No, I'm not gonna say that I am. I think, he did about what I expected him to do. It's not, I expected
77 too high. It should it be a 73?
That's about where I'm at. Probably.
No quarterbacks.
That's about where I'm at. But he did about what I expected to see from him. We saw, like you said, baby steps and improvement from his time at Alabama. That makes sense. He's in the NFL now. He's probably going to make some improvements.
But
as a player.
How long will it go until he reverts to the old habits of, it's a deep shot. I got to wait for it. I got to wait for it.
That's what we have to see. I think. I don't know. Just kind of with the Seahawks quarterback situation, obviously Sam Darnold's their starter, and then you got Drew Lock as well. It seems like they are firmly that he's the QB2, given that he started last night. I don't really know when Jalen Milroe is going to get onto the field this season, but it's, that is going to be heightened that much more when he is playing in the regular season as opposed to the preseason.
All right, so Jalen Milroe, good job. All the guys, good job. Nobody no Alabama players getting hurt last night. It was a success on the NFL preseason front. Let's bring it back home. The boys practiced yesterday. The fellas will practice again today, and then tomorrow they get your first scrimmage in Bryant-Denny Stadium of fall camp. Okay, good. It is charging. My computer is looking so funny right now. Tomorrow you get your first scrimmage of fall camp. Let's play Rider. Let's play Rider roulette. We've been doing upperclassmen and lowerclassmen roulette the last couple of weeks, and you can find that also on the podcast platforms where we talked about some upperclassmen and some lowerclassmen randomly, just kind of who hasn't been getting a lot of press. Man, it says that my computer is low on charge, but it also says 34 minutes until fully charged. I don't get this, so we'll keep on.
Some interesting news about our friend Anthony Richardson, who we were talking about before we started recording. It looks like he dislocated his pinky last night.
Oh,
I'm inclined to believe that was not all that happened to him, given I watched it live on television.
No, I think he's I think that he's
I think he took that hit and they said, we're not playing you anymore.
I think it's not very tough either.
That's probably also part of it.
I wanted to find a nice way to say that. I don't think he's very tough. What's going to happen tomorrow in Bryant-Denny Stadium? What are we going to hear? Are we going to hear LT Overton 3 sacks? Are we going to hear Ty Simpson 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions? Are we going to hear Keelan Russell get balls out, gamer? Is this the first step in Keelan Russell winning the starting quarterback job?
We're going to hear about Dijon Lee. Dijon Lee is going to make some plays. I feel like it's only a matter of time until he starts doing that anyway. We heard what some of the players had to say about him throughout media day and just throughout fall camp now, and a lot of them kind of shared the same sentiment that, like, now that he's been here a little bit, they're seeing the game start to slow down for him some, and he's starting to make plays. I think it was Xavier Brown that said he's starting to make plays first with his head rather than just with his body, and like that's kind of where you want to be, where you, before anything happens, you already know where you're going, and then you can kind of react accordingly. I just have a weird feeling that it's going to be 2 picks for Dijon Lee. Is going to be the we'll have a week to talk. Show you which quarterback threw it.
There we go. Say that again. You think we're going to get what? Say that again.
It's seemingly everybody does it, and Alabama has done it too. But the vague shot of here's a ball flying through the air into a wide open receiver's hands, but you don't know who threw it.
Oh yeah, yes.
How many do we get in the minute 45 clip that they throw together for us? What are we setting the over under at? 3, 2.5,
1.5. Yeah, 1.5. It'll be
Isaiah Horton catching one.
Yes, good call. I was going to say Ryan, but that's too easy. Isaiah Horton is probably the right answer there.
We've talked about Rico Scott a lot this week. Obviously Ryan is the big guy. Everybody knows Jeremy. They got to get Isaiah involved a little bit. It does kind of feel like, and it's kind of probably just because we did have so much more access to the non-transfer players this past 2 weeks, but it does kind of feel like we haven't talked about Isaiah Horton in a while. We've talked a lot about the other receivers, but he's going to be really good too.
So tomorrow's not the first day that Ty Simpson gets caught by Keelan Russell?
I mean, it could be. I think if that happens, we're not going to know about it. We might hear that.
We will.
I mean, to an extent, maybe.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. I don't know that they're going to. I don't know. I would imagine we probably get pretty similar performances from all 3 quarterbacks. I think that's kind of where they're at right now, where they're down to just kind of splitting hairs between everybody to pick who's going to be the starter.
Right, but I'm dead with you right there. But I think that the reason why I'm throwing this out here and seeing if it sticks is I'm wondering if Keelan Russell is the lights are on, time to elevate my time to elevate my performance and just lights are on, instincts kick in. Practice is one thing, and you do have to do it in practice. You do have to be consistent. But if everything's close and they haven't really had a whole lot of contact this week, then they go into Saturday and it's like, full go, guys, down to the ground and live bullets. I'm sure the quarterbacks are still wearing black jerseys. They're getting tagged or whatever to be sacked.
That'll trigger something in your brain.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Keelan, if this is I got a sneaky suspicion it's not going to be enough to overtake Ty this week. I think what ends up being, this is my just total hooey guess, my total hooey, just brainstorming guess, and maybe it is the writer's brain in me, always looking for the best story, and that's really why I watch sports, is what's going to be the best story. I don't want to see the Juggernaut win 55-0. I want to see the Juggernaut get dragged into deep waters. I feel like tomorrow Keelan's going to have a really good day, and I have a feeling that Ty Simpson's going to have not a bad day. Don't hear me say that. Do not hear me say a bad day. But I feel like he's going to have a fine day. And you're going to start to hear, well, should Keelan start? No, it's still Ty's job. It's still Ty's job. And next week in practice, it's going to be the coaching staff, and it's going to be everybody who's on the outside, really everybody around Ty being like, come on, buddy, we got to get a little more. We got to get a little more. You saw what happened last Saturday. We need a little more from you. And this will either push Ty to new heights, and he'll continue to stay in the lead, or it will accelerate not a crumbling process. That's too harsh, but accelerate a process where Keelan Russell is by the end of the month playing against Florida State.
I mean, we're still forgetting about Austin Mack. I'm not ruling him out.
Okay,
I'm not ruling him out. You listen to all the guys talk about him. They all speak very, very highly of him and his arm talent. More so than I've heard them talk about any of the other quarterbacks, I might add. I'm not ruling him out.
He's got that look at the flick of the wrist.
He's got it. I think just listen. Like I said, you listen to the guys talk about it. I think you can tell. You can kind of glean from what they have to say that he does have that. He's got that. Yeah, that kind of that it. He might not have these surrounding things quite yet, but he's got that intangible. Like, oh, he's okay. He can do that. Ty Simpson can't do that. Keelan Russell can't even do that. I think Austin is your one guy that's got that touch of that.
The trebuchet.
Now, looking at Kalen DeBoer's past, I think Keelan Russell is the closest to Michael Penix on the roster, and that's maybe a decent comparison, just with the arm talent, maybe the ability to kind of read the field and throw guys open and things, the accuracy. But I don't know. I'm not ruling Austin Mack out.
I think tomorrow is going to be very interesting. We're scheduled to talk to Coach DeBoer at 12 o'clock tomorrow in the Bryant-Denny Stadium media room. Mason, you want to come with me? You probably got stuff to do.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what it's going to be? It's going to be 68 yards in the air bomb to Rico Scott from Austin Mack. That'll be the story of the day. 70 yards in the air.
We got to get in contact with some A Club members and figure out. I got some A Club members that I can.
We just got to get us a drone.
David Ballou, the strength and conditioning coach, is sitting there with his sniper looking for out of the sky.
He's got a team of athletic training staff with brooms trying to swat it down.
He shoots it down and everybody swarms. Coach
stomps it out.
Who is it? Is this LSU's drone?
It's like Office Space when they smash the thing.
Is this Auburn's drone? It's Florida State's drone. It's Thomas Castellanos' drone.
Oh man, yeah, no, that's what we got to do. We got. I'm sure we can figure it out. Probably, I bet we can get us a nice small, discreet drone.
Fly one in there tonight.
Yeah, there we go, and just plan it.
That's what you got to do. Fly one in there tonight.
Just set it up at a good vantage point.
I bet you Bryant-Denny has some little force field.
It's got an iron dome.
Yes.
Bryant-Denny's got an iron dome.
Yes. The Kalen DeBoer Iron Dome. The Ryan Grubb Iron Dome.
That's where all this revenue sharing money is going, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's not a bad idea either. You get the athletic information staff just roaming the skies, just making sure Hugh Freeze's drone doesn't pop up.
I mean, in theory, that plan would work.
Would it? I think it
Why
might.
would it not?
I think it might.
If you have a battery that's going to last you, no, obviously, you have to have a battery that will last you from tonight through all through tomorrow
morning.
Constant, because it's going to have to just constantly be recording. You're going to have to be able to store this 24 hours some odd of footage or whatever.
Right.
But if you can accomplish those means, there's nothing stopping you from just flying a drone, parking it in Bryant-Denny, and recording the next 18 to 24 hours and then flying it back out once everyone clears.
How good is the video footage off of that?
That's going to be tough
because
you probably have to spend a pretty penny to get you a nice 4K drone. You know,
right? You got to go wide shot and then it's like everybody looks like you and I do right now, just a little bit fuzzy.
If we keep talking like this, the next phase of UA renovations is going to be an indoor stadium for the football team. We don't want that.
They're
gonna put a roof on Bryant-Denny. We can't have that.
No, we need to have the cold November night. Ugh.
I think I just in general hate an indoor college stadium.
One of my favorite,
just on principle.
One of my favorite games I was ever at was my freshman year. Alabama's playing Mississippi State, so this is 2008, and beat them, but kind of close in the early going. Just how those Mississippi State games go. It was cold, and then it started to rain. And as soon as the rain started to fall, we were built different back then. Not these out of state kids. As soon as the rain started to hit, it wasn't ponchos and umbrellas. It was shirts off and roars. Bryant-Denny went crazy all around me. It was like, yes, cold, wet, nasty. It was like, embrace the elements, and Alabama did, and proceeded to beat the mess out of
every college football game should be outside. I know that Syracuse and Idaho have their weirdly like iconic indoor venues, but every college football game should be played outside. I think the chaos of college football, you have to coincide. You have to add the chaos of the unknown with the variability of the weather. It just works with college football.
Birmingham should have built Protective Stadium with hosting the SEC championship game in mind.
Oh yeah.
Instead of right there in Atlanta.
Yeah, they really should have.
That's all right. We're way off topic at this point. Okay, defensive standouts tomorrow are going to be...
I think Dijon Lee.
Not Deontay plays a little. I think Deontay plays a little, but it's going to be Nakai and Justin Jefferson, getting the real live reps. I think he's going to get a handful of live reps, but the whole scrimmage, I don't see that happening.
I don't think that we're going to hear any,
Bray Hubbard, 2 picks.
I don't think we're going to hear any overly glowing report from the inside line. I don't think we're going to hear anything bad from the inside linebackers. It's not going to be, every inside linebacker was getting smoked by the running backs today. But I don't think we're going to hear Deontay Lawson had a nice sack or Nakai Hill-Green had a nice interception. I think it's just going to be status quo with them.
Bray Hubbard, 2 picks.
Possibility.
One off Ty and one off Keelan.
There we go.
Just because I think Keelan's still apt to throw it into danger. I think that's the area where
I want that.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
I want my quarterback to have just a little bit of, I'm good enough to throw this ball into a dangerous spot. I want just a touch of that. You have to have just a little bit to be an elite quarterback.
Ryan's down there. Bleep it.
You got to have just a touch.
No, because you don't want Alabama to be going, okay, let me stick you right in the living room chair or right on the 50-yard line in Doak Campbell Stadium. Alabama,
Doak Walker, isn't it? Is it Doak Campbell?
It's the Doak Walker Award, the running back award. It's
okay.
Doak Campbell. Doak Campbell's the stadium.
Yeah, that's right.
You're sitting there on the 50-yard line. Alabama's trailing 10-7 early.
Sure.
Maybe 20, maybe 17-14 late.
That's fine.
And you're driving, and the drive's going well, and now you're on the 35-yard line going in.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever the quarterback is has a little bit of that, bleep it, throws an interception into the end zone. Florida State runs the clock out, and you lose.
Okay. What about when he completes it? I mean, this goes both ways.
Take the check down, and keep the chains moving.
Boo!
Let's go from the 35 to the 24.
Boo! That's how you get benched. That's how you get your fan base hating you. You have to have a little bit of that to be an elite quarterback.
This fan base
you cannot even disagree with me on that. Look at every elite quarterback in the NFL right now. You have to have a touch of that. F it. I'm throwing it down there because I know I'm better than those defenders.
But this fan base respects only one thing, Mason: winning.
What did I just lay out? Look at all of the best quarterbacks in the NFL who all win games consistently. What do all of them have? You got just a touch of that. You have to have a little bit of that. F it. I'm better than those guys. I can overthrow those guys. If you don't, what are you going to do when you need it? You're going to throw a 5-yard check down. Kirk Cousins, 5-yard check down on 4th and 12.
Check down Charlie. He's going to make a lot of money.
You made a lot of money, but what have you done? You are constantly referred to as the Tom Brady of Blake Bortles.
That's good. Oh, that's good. No,
You have to have a touch of that. You have to. It is an undeniable fact.
Sure, but you got to know when to do when
Absolutely.
to do it.
Sure.
And I wonder if Keelan still has the little.
He might not.
I'm a freshman.
But I don't think Ty has that. I don't. He might. Prove me wrong, please. Please, Ty Simpson, prove me wrong. I don't think he has that.
I do think he is more likely to play careful to a fault.
Yes.
I think he's more likely to take that. Oh, it's 3rd and 7. I'll take.
Let me throw the running back, and he's going to get 2 yards.
I'll take this 5-yard under and see if he can get the other 2 yards on his own. And if he can't, well, I made a completion.
Darn. Yeah,
I do think there's a little bit of that.
You have to have just that little bit. It is crucial.
Push the ball, Ty, this weekend. Let's hear.
Please do. Please make me look dumb. I want nothing more than for Ty Simpson to make me eat crow on this show.
I'm gonna be wearing.
I don't think people understand that.
We're gonna be wearing the Ty Simpson and Ray Hubbard camo in the stadium tomorrow.
You know what we need? We need a camo alternate Bama jersey. That's what they gotta do.
That's right. the camo.
Ole Miss did it with their Mossy Oak stuff last year. It was somewhat okay, cool.
Disgusting. Camo on.
Thought the helmets were neat.
Camo on a uniform is disgusting.
Yeah, I'm not usually a fan. The helmets were cool, but I think they had some camo accent on the jersey that it was kind of weird.
Those Mississippi folks loved it. I'll tell you that.
I mean, I would have. I tell you what,
I'm wearing this in the woods next weekend. When's the deer season?
I mean, that's like your new high vis gear. Instead of having the bright orange, like with the camo pattern on it, you can wear the powder blue with the camo pattern on it.
Okay, so there's a little quarterbacks. There's a little defense. I think Bray Hubbard's going to have a good day. I think Bray's going to have a good day. I'll go with you that Dijon will get is he going to is he knocking Xavier Brown out of the lineup?
That's just what I'm expecting. I don't think it's going to be 4 interceptions for Dijon Lee,
right.
But it'll be just a handful of moments where at the end of the day, whoever has the opportunity to watch that is saying, hey, that freshman right there, he's pretty dang good. He might make some things happen this year. Because that's seemingly all we've heard from camp so far.
Will Conformi going to get a thumbs up or a thumbs down tomorrow?
Thumbs up. Big thumbs up.
Love it. And look, all this stuff's going to be general tomorrow. We will fly our drone in there. We'll what is it? Should we just skydive over Bryant-Denny Stadium?
There we go.
And use the binoculars on our way down.
And what if we just skydive and we'll just act like it was an accident? We were just skydiving. This is just where we landed. I don't know. And
hey, coach, we brought the American flag.
Sorry, coach, we'll be out of your hair in about an hour.
we flew in. We heard it was a real game. We're flying the American flag.
Yeah, we gotta get us some bright orange and yellow vests and get us a ladder and like some hard hats and then just walk in. Nobody would stop us. Maybe a little UA badge. I bet we could laminate one, print it off.
Now you're talking.
There we go. That nobody's stopping you.
Nobody
that is in charge of stopping you cares about that job enough to stop you.
And we got to have a disguise so that the people who would recognize us don't.
Sure.
Once we're in, like, Joe? No, I'm just a maintenance man. Like, you sure look like that reporter that comes into these press conferences.
Never heard of the guy.
Well, who is that joker?
I heard he's got a good show. I don't know.
I do listen to him every day, 5 times a week on Apple Podcasts.
We do joke about how not even joke. We talk frequently about how closed off the Alabama program is and everything from letting us get access. But if you really wanted to, there's some nefarious means that could pretty easily get you into Bryant-Denny tomorrow, I would imagine. If you really wanted to. Not saying anybody should. I'm just saying that you maybe hypothetically could.
Was it a Incredibles villain who was the mole who had yeah. We could.
That's what we need. Shawshank Redemption style. We tunnel under Bryant-Denny.
He crawled through 7 miles of poo. Guys, here's how dedicated I am to bringing you the report. I crawled through so much poo.
They've got those little drainage ditches on the side of the field, don't they? I bet those lead out somewhere. We could probably crawl through those.
Italian job style. Get on in
there. There's ways. There's methods. Someone's got to do it.
Not us.
It will not be me.
We got some low level interns who want to make a name for
There we
themselves.
go.
We got to spare Theo. Theo's rising up the ranks, but there's some lower than Theo that can, sabotage their career right off the bat. All right. Well, is Kalen DeBoer going to say anything at noon tomorrow, or is he going to be the master of? Yeah, all look good. We all look good. Everybody took a step forward. Really proud of the guys. Everything looks good. Got 2 more weeks of practice.
I think it will be. I will take the latter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with that. I expect him to be as buttoned up coach speak as he possibly could be, and that's fine.
He's really good about, hey, coach, what'd you see in the quarterbacks? And just being like, well, all of them look good. They all had a good command. We want to see them all take another step forward. We saw a little bit of the playmaking ability. Nobody threw an interception today, so there's your nugget right there. Nobody threw an interception today, but it's still a couple more weeks of practice. And in the leadership department, we got in and out of the huddle pretty well and got to the line of scrimmage. And just really happy with the progress that we're seeing with the guys. Nothing. But nothing.
No interception.
Yeah, nothing except that. That's the note that you're going to get. You're not going to get. Well, Ty threw four touchdowns. Keelan threw 3 touchdowns, and Austin Mack threw 2 touchdowns. Offense flew up and down the field. Really great connection between Austin Mack and Rico Scott. 68 yards, as Mason Wood predicted yesterday. You're not going to get any specifics other than nobody did anything bad.
Yeah, no, I think that's exactly what it's going to sound like. It's just.
And then if you ask him about a specific, well, how'd Ty look today? Well, Ty, all the quarterbacks look good. He just spin it. Well, how'd Wilkin look at right tackle today? Well, the whole offensive line's doing really good. Did good in protection. Kept the quarterbacks clean today. He's good at that. He's real good at it.
Yeah. I think if
what can we ask him that he'll
special teams?
That he'll
are they going to do any special teams work?
Kick, yeah. Ask Connor. There you go. How did Connor Talty kick today, Coach?
That might be the move. I think anything that is not a question he's expecting will throw him off enough to where he maybe doesn't have time to think of a coach speak answer, and then he can give you a genuine one. Seemingly when you asked him about special teams the last time, that's kind of what happened. It was like,
yeah, I got him. I got you, Coach. Not on purpose, not by any means, and he didn't answer it in any sort of like bad way. But I know the face that he gave me was huh. And right. Yes, gotcha.
Now, given maybe he's prepared for it now that he's been asked it already, but I think that might be a good way to go.
Well, Coach, who's starting against Florida State? Coach, who can you give us a starting 11 on the offense right now?
That'd be good. He'd probably answer.
You think so?
No, I do not.
No. He'd give you Jam Miller as starting running back. He'd give you Parker and Caden as tackle and center, and that's about it. He'd give you Cueva.
I don't even know if he'd give you that though, because then that would give you the information that, hey, we're not sure what these other positions are.
He'd give you Cuevas as the tight end. He'd give you Cuevas as the tight end. That's about it. Ryan is starting at one of the wide. Ryan and Jeremy are starting at 2 of the wide receiver position. And then we'll decide if we're running 11 or 12 personnel, if we're running 2 tight ends or a third wide receiver. That was interesting to me actually. About 2 weeks ago, we talked about personnel packages and if we were going to stay in 12 most of the year, like they did last year. Last year Robbie Oots and CJ Dupree playing tight end a lot of the time, and Cuevas kind of coming in as that third tight end, rotating. You look at the wide receiver room and you think, of course, you're going to go 4 wide receivers a lot of the year, or 3 wide receivers a lot of the year. Shows what's it? 5 up front, 6 is the quarterback, 7 is the running back, 8, 9, 10 for a wide receiver, 8, 9, 10, and then you get either two tight ends or what. So you're either going 3 wide receivers or 4. And so he was pretty. No, we're staying 12. We'll stay in 12 a lot of the year with two tight ends, which is fine.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's all that shocking. I think you probably have one guy who's more of a blocking oriented type, and one guy who's maybe going to stretch the field a little bit.
Samarco.
Yeah,
Jack Samarco.
That's why you brought him in. And now I can't remember the other guy's name.
Brody Dalton.
Brody Dalton, yeah.
Are you going, okay, pick a freshman. Are you going to stay with your man Marshall Pritchett, or will it be Caleb Edwards? Which freshman tight end cracks the field this year first and does something?
And Caleb Edwards. I mean, he'll catch a nice ball up the seam for about 25, 30 yards or so at
And
some
he'll just
point.
rumble.
Yeah, and he'll rumble for another 15 or so probably. Get dragged down by about 2-3 guys.
Defensive backs bouncing off of
I think
him.
Marshall Pritchett is going to be more utilized, if he is utilized on the field even really at all this year, as more of a blocking guy. I do think he has the opportunity. He is a little athletic and he can catch the ball. He has great hands, at least judging off of what he did in high school. But Caleb Edwards is like that next level athlete at that position.
It looks like your face is cleared up. So I think the move might be have you connect to this box and me to connect to that box. And that might help things out.
There we go.
Yeah, instead of all
working it out slowly but surely.
Instead of all stressing one of these boxes here. Let's move into. Look, if you got predictions on the scrimmage tomorrow, please holler at us at Joe Gaither 6 at MA Woods _ You can find us on the voicemail line at 205-462-7340 extension 800. We want to remind you. Oh, look, if you're going to the scrimmage tomorrow, if you're in the A Club and you're a regular listener, you don't have to leave your name. I will make your name silent. I will make your name anonymous. You can say Bama Bill. You can say this is nobody. This is your father.
In fact, it honestly might be even better if you do call in anonymously, and then we now just have an anonymous reporter in our midst.
Exactly. So you can call in 205-462-7340 extension 800. So after Keelan Russell throws that first touchdown, or after Ty Simpson leads the team in what? What's 7
leads the team in 4-yard completions?
No, how many 7-yard completions do you need to get to 80 yards? That's 11, right? Because 10 is 70 yards. So 11 or 12 7-yard completions, and now you're down the field. So you can count how many Ty Simpson 6-yard completions. You can call the voicemail line 205-462-7340 extension 800. Hey, Joe Mason, I'm at the scrimmage today. Ty Simpson hit 11 7-yarders in a row into the red zone, and Jam Miller smashed the last 3 yards in for a touchdown.
Yeah, you can be our trench coat top hat or a trench coat fedora guy in the parking garage, emerging from the shadows to give us a secret file or something.
If you're a player's mother or father and you're there, we welcome you to call in 205-462-7340 extension 800. Brag on your son or brag on your son's compadres. And you can just spin the block and let us know what's going on inside Bryant-Denny Stadium. Because no, we will not be flying a drone, Alex Thompson. No, I will not be mulling under the stadium, Alex Thompson. And I will not be disguising myself. I promise you that. I can assure you I enjoy the current status that I have, looking for more status, but looking to get it in a positive and correct way.
What a hot air balloon.
Oh, there you go. That would be the Goodyear blimp. You see the Goodyear blimp. And,
there we go.
And we're just blimping right around that.
That'd be fine.
That circle should be going a lot wider.
Don't think about it.
That circle should be going all across town. What are they doing up there? Get a big old telescope from the Goodyear blimp.
Yeah, that'd be it. A little bit of breaking news. This is as of a couple hours ago, so it's not that breaking. But Packers safety Xavier McKinney, obviously former Alabama guy, looking like he may miss the rest of training camp with a calf injury. Not sure if he's going to be ready by week 1, but not great for him there. I know you're just furious about the Packers having an injury.
Xavier can take the year off. Be healthy. We wish health.
Yeah, he needs to be at home with his family right now, getting healthy.
Health and wealth for all of the Green Bay Packers off the sidelines. That's unfortunate for him, actually.
Yeah, we'll see. Doesn't seem like it's.
I
would imagine if it was anything worse, we'd probably be hearing that it was something worse. So likely just a strain or something. But
led the league in interceptions last year, didn't he?
I believe so.
God.
I think in the first 4 or 5 weeks he had one. It was crazy. It was insane.
All right, so one more topic for the day. Actually, we should tell everybody about the Northport Lions Club Health Fair. So we'll do that, and we'll tackle one more topic on the day.
Northport Lions Club and St. Mark Church present a free health fair in honor of Dr. Norman and Jean Carlson, Saturday, August 23rd, 8:30 till noon. That'll be in the St. Mark Family Life Center. Northport citizens can get free eye, hearing, and blood pressure screenings, diabetes testing, and more. Now, the first 100 people get a free biscuit, and free Domino's pizza slices will be served at 11, along with free snow cones and drinks from Buffalo Rock. Sponsors include Alabama Lions Site, Ascent Audiology, DCEH Regional Medical Center, West Alabama Food Bank, Special Olympics, Northport Police Department, U of A Institute for Rural Health, the Alabama Department of Public Health, and others. A Northport Fire Department truck will be on site, and there will be lots of fun kids' activities. The Northport Lions St. Mark Health Fair. See you Saturday, August 23rd.
All right, let's keep going on the Joe Gaither Show on Bama Central. We hope to see you right there at St. Mark Church on Saturday, August 23rd for a lot of health screening. We appreciate Derek Daniel State Farm for sponsoring the program. 205-758-3391 for all of your insurance needs. What about Ladarian Guyton? Is that what the name I just saw? Is that correct? Guyton is correct. Well, yeah, Ladamian Guyton. Yesterday, and you look, it's way too early to get excited about rising juniors, sophomores, rising juniors going into their junior year. But class of 2027 recruit Ladamian Guyton announced his commitment to Texas Tech yesterday. Ladamian Guyton, consensus 5-star prospect. Depends on what service you're looking at. Number 1 on Rivals, number 4 on 24/7, number 5 on ESPN. Guyton is out of the great state of Georgia and announced his commitment to out of Savannah, Georgia. 6'3", 225, edge rusher, outside linebacker type, bad dude type.
That's going to be 6'4", 245 by his senior year.
Yeah. Commits to Texas Tech over Georgia, over South Carolina, over Tennessee, over just everyone else. I mean, I'm sure that Alabama offered him. Maybe Mason can find that. But in this article, it says Georgia, Tennessee, and South Carolina were kind of his final 4 with Texas Tech. And
did have an offer from Alabama.
Yeah, Roll Tide. We weren't dumb enough not to be on, not to be chasing him either. And really, Mason, my group chat blew up yesterday. Not blew up. I mean, we've been pretty tame lately. We're maturing in our old age. We've been pretty tame lately, but the Georgia fan, why would he go to Texas Tech? Obviously, he doesn't want to win. What a dumb guy. What a dumb choice. And I said, hey, buddy, he's securing generational wealth at the age of 16 for his family. Now, obviously, he can't get paid quite yet, but he is, verbal agreements at this point. He's securing generational wealth, and by the time Ladamian Guyton gets to Lubbock, that roster is going to be pretty nice. They spent the most money in the portal last year. They're going to spend a lot of money in the portal this coming spring. The class of 2026, they already ended up getting this 5-star Felix Ojo, who big-time 5-star tackle in the class of 2026. They're going to be spending a lot of money in the class of 2026. Mm-hmm. And this is just a signal to the class of 2027. We're serious. We're serious, and we're ready to keep spending money. Come to Lubbock. We'll overpay you to come to Lubbock because it's Lubbock. We'll overpay you because we can. We'll overpay you because we're not a traditional power and we have the money. The Matador Club is rolling. Tech is going to be one to be watching over the next 5 years as more NIL, as more revenue sharing, and obviously President Trump signed this executive order for more of a traditional NIL sense. I don't think that it might work, but it might just send the money right back onto the table.
I think that not overly. I don't think it's going to change much.
Yeah, right. I'm in that camp. I'm in the rev share is going to be the rev share, and the money under the table on top of the rev share is going to be the money under the table. Or the Matador Club will just find you businesses. Mm-hmm. Hey, he'll find you.
Hey, I got a car wash. You want to shoot me an Instagram video? I'll give you $2 million.
Right. It's going to be that. It's going to be, hey, you're the official spokesman for for Simpson and Law office, and Simpson and Law injury firm, and you're going to be out there. Were you hurt in a wreck?
Yep.
Well, you need to call my friend Simpson and Lawyers, whatever. It's going to be just stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, I've been talking about BYU for the last, year and change or so on this show as kind of that team maybe to watch as that, but maybe I should have been watching Texas Tech this whole time.
But Damian Guyton.
I mean, we'll see if it holds. His long time between now and December of his senior year.
That was the other Georgia fans' comment was, hey, I think recruiting is still on for another, 16, 18 months, or whatever the math ends up being.
Especially just given this case. I think if you look at everything surrounding it, the Texas Tech having recently come into spending all of this money, I don't think it's crazy for us to sit here and assume that's maybe part of this is that he was either promised or was given a lot of money to commit. I'm not going to act like he's probably not the most loyal. If somebody else comes in with another deal, he might be going for them. If you're making these kind of, if you're making these kind of decisions in your sophomore, like going into your junior, I don't know. There's probably going to be a lot more coming at you. Yeah. I think this is still very wide open.
I think this is probably a market setter. Hey, this is the number. I'm still open if you want to beat it.
Yeah. Interesting. We'll see what happens with the Red Raiders this year.
The Georgia fan friend who was mad. College football is ruined by money. He's a big soccer fan as well. The second football to be ruined by oil money because he's all Manchester City and
Man United.
No, who are the oil clubs?
Newcastle
is the other one. Yeah, thank you. It's City and Newcastle are the oil clubs in English Premier League, and just buying players, buying talent. I said, you still got to show up on Saturday, my friend.
That's true.
Still got to put it together, show up.
But it is
Saturday
a lot easier when you have the best guys.
Yeah. the detracting comment. Oh, Georgia loses a recruit, and suddenly college football is ruined.
I think. I think any fan of any team that this is happening to, you're in the same boat. In-state, very highly touted in-state player commits to another school, and it's, well, good riddance. He didn't want to win. Whatever it is, you come up with anything to justify your anchor.
Tank Jones goes to Oregon. How much did Phil Knight pay him?
I mean, I made the post on Facebook, shared it to some Bama groups, and every comment was, well, he obviously doesn't want to win. He obviously doesn't want to compete. Too scared to compete. I mean, I think he just saw a really nice paycheck that would probably give him and his money family for the next several generations, and said, I'll go there because they're also on the same level as Alabama.
Right. This non-competing is especially if you're going to go to Oregon.
Yeah,
if you're going to go to
he's going to compete,
buddy. You think Dan Lanning's just saying, hey, man, I don't care about these other edge rushers. I don't care about these other outside linebackers. Whatever you want to, you can eat pizza, eat McDonald's, and not watch film and just play. And just
look, you can sit here and prop up the SEC all day, but they're not the top dog right now. Oregon's playing in the top dog conference right now, the Big Ten. They won the last two championships. So competition, say what you will, but it is what it is.
Right. We think that Tank Jones is just going to be playing playing Fortnite and eating pizza and then rolling out as the starting edge rusher.
Yeah.
No. It's still going to be Dan Lanning's got that dog in him. He get from Saban to Kirby Smart, now to Oregon.
They've got the Uyunglele kid, right?
Yes, they do.
Mateo,
and he was a bad dude last year as a sophomore.
Yeah.
Now, at Texas Tech, maybe the general competition on the team right now is not as high, but this young man,
Big 12 though.
This young man is going to be there in 2 years. You get another two portal classes and recruiting class, and whoever comes in also with the class of 2027. Texas Tech's going to have a nice little roster by the time he gets there.
Yeah, still playing in the Big 12, but who's gonna take them? Because they'll want to, once they get good, they'll want to bounce from the Big 12, obviously. We get those bigger TV deals, get those nicer revenue contracts and everything. They're not coming to the SEC, I don't
They'll
think.
be part of the new Pac-12.
Yeah, maybe.
The revamp. No, but hopefully...
Maybe the Big 12 just tries to make a little comeback here.
Yeah, hopefully, this won't happen, but hopefully in 10 years, we revert back to regional conferences.
That'd be great.
That would be my goal.
Put them in the Southwest.
Yeah, Southwest Conference, old Southwest. You get six squads. You, Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Texas A&M, SMU.
That'd be good. Yeah.
What I said,
why don't we just make it the Texas conference?
right? So somebody was like, well, he's not. They don't have any good quarterbacks on their roster, and I don't know this to be true or not. Out there, Mason. Oh gosh, I said, well, how much do you think they're going to offer Keelan Russell after Ty Simpson comes back to school?
Hate that. I mean, honestly, even how much do you think SMU is gonna? They're all gonna come. Everyone and their mama is gonna come calling about Keelan Russell if they don't have a quarterback they're comfortable with heading into next year.
And I don't know that Keelan is that bad chasing type. I do think he wants to be a market value.
Sure,
but I'm not sitting here saying he's going to chase the money.
No.
But if Ty Simpson returns to school, says, "Oh, Arch Manning lied. He is going to the draft. I guess I'm coming back to Bama. We went 10-2 and missed the SEC championship game and lost the first round playoff game. I'm coming back. Unfinished business. Hashtag unfinished business."
I can see it now.
And then that winter portal window opens, and it's like, well, Keelan, you want $3 million, buddy?
I just want to say thank you to Alabama fans. You gave me a great year. I learned a lot under Coach Kalen DeBoer. I want to say thank you to the entire coaching staff. But with that being said, I've decided to enter the transfer portal.
I mean, if Oklahoma gave him a tier 2.5 to 3. Now, I saw a very, very, very bad Oklahoma message board post about dog poo offensive line, dog poo wide receivers, dog poo accuracy from John Mateer so far. Now, granted, one post, message board post, so it could be total hooey, but he was not. He said Jaden Ott might be a really good running back, but we'll never know it because he's getting hit in the backfield all over the place.
That's not a great spot to be.
Oh.
I mean, Brent Venables he's sneaky on the hot seat, right?
It's
I don't even know if it's sneaky. Yeah,
it's warm.
Yeah. I think he is. If Oklahoma does not bounce back this year,
you got to beat Texas.
Yeah, you gotta do some things this season.
Hook them, sorry.
They either have to beat Texas, then you can lose a handful of games. That's fine. If you don't beat Texas, you better damn go 10-2.
Hook them, sorry. Put them on a skewer, 31-3.
I don't know who I'll be rooting for in that one. I don't like either of them.
It's easy for me.
Yeah, you have this strange affinity for Texas that I don't understand.
Well, that's okay. You don't have to understand it.
It's not meant for me.
That's all right. Hook 'em, baby. Let's see Sark absolutely embarrass Brent Venables.
I don't know that that's going to happen. It might though.
If their offense doesn't look good,
I don't think there's a shot in hell that game is a blowout. It never is. Almost ever.
Well, almost ever. It has been, but yeah. I think
it might. One team, Texas might go up 21-0, but they're not going to win 28-0. It'll finish as a 35-31. It's probably when Charlie Strong was there. Maybe I don't know. It's been a while. I think, hasn't it?
Yeah, let's see. Their last blowout was. It wasn't too long ago.
Maybe what's his name? Now I'm blanking on the coach after him.
Charlie Strong. Not Ryan Day. What is it? He went down to
he's the one that
Florida.
did the little Drew Lock thing after in the bowl game. What was it? It was when Sam Ehlinger was there. What was that dang coach's name?
All right, how about this last year was a blowout, 34-3.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this one we still have to also take with a grain of salt on account of Oklahoma's entire team being on the IR list past year.
Or 2 years ago was a blowout, Texas 49-0.
Okay.
Yeah, that gets us excited. Any more? The rest of these kind of close.
Tom Herman, that's the name I was trying to think of.
You're right. Most of these are kind of close. Okay, here we go. Here's an Oklahoma blowout in 2012, 63-21. And then again, another Oklahoma blowout, 55-17 in 11.
Okay.
So it happens.
So more than I thought.
But not often. Oh my gosh, they smoked them 65-13. Oklahoma did in 2003. It's absolute smoking. 63-14 in 2000 for Oklahoma as well. And here we go. Back to the last one for me, 98. This has got to be Ricky Williams, 34-3 Texas. So it happens, but it's rare. Rare enough.
I don't think it's going to be one this year. I'll just say that. It might though.
Well, nobody listens to this show for the Red River Shootout, so that's going to do it for our program today. We are going to be at the press conference tomorrow, Bryant-Denny Stadium, noon. So you can check out the Bama Central YouTube channel about 12:20 if Coach DeBoer is on time, which I'm imagining it'll actually be. He'll talk at 12:05. It'll go till 12:20, and we'll have your video up at 12:30. So you can listen to all of Coach DeBoer's comments. Keep up with the Bama Central really main page because we're going to be writing everything they said after the press conference tomorrow. We've got a story. Hunter DeCiver put the cover out today with Jam Miller and Damani Jackson's inspirations. Oh yeah, that leads me. 22 days until Alabama football. 22, one of the greatest numbers in Alabama history. Mark Ingram, Johnny Musso. Oh my gosh, you just need to end right there. But I know there's more than that. Yeah, I know there is too. Now, isn't 22 LT Overton this year?
Isn't he 20?
Or is it 21? 20 is Jamarian Latham.
That's right. He might be 20.
23. I think he
23 is
23 is James Smith.
Yeah.
I think he's 22.
He is 22.
There we go. 22, big old number in the Alabama football history.
Najee Harris, duh.
Oh, duh. Yes, exactly.
Can't believe we didn't get that one at first.
Roll Tide.
Christian Jones.
There you go. Paul Bryant High School.
I think that's the last one I got.
All right. Great number. What's your favorite? Is it Johnny Musso? Is it Mark Ingram? Is it Najee Harris? You guys can let us know at 205-462-7340, extension 800. We will talk to you on Monday.
No, DJ Hall. Duh.
There we go.
That was my first jersey.
DJ Hall.
It was a DJ Hall jersey. Obviously didn't have a name on the back because they weren't doing that at that time. So it quickly turned into a Mark Ingram jersey. It was great.
There we go. Perfect number. Perfect jersey to have had back before there was names on the back. And we'll talk to you on Monday about all the things we heard from Scrimmage and get you set up for fall camp practice. Really week number, really 3, but 2. The second full week starts on Monday. So we'll talk to you on Monday on the Joe Gaither Show on Bama Central and BamaCentral.com.
Thanks for joining us on today's edition of the Joe Gaither Show on Bama Central. Keep up with Joe on all his social media pages at Joe Gaither6. Subscribe, rate, and review the show on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and be sure to read us daily at BamaCentral.com.